Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1. We're going to do another walk of the road today, and I'm going to kind of show you everything that has gotten done, and I waited till I got down here, but basically all the way up to the meadow, right, to the upper meadow. The gravel started there, all the way down through here, through the turn. Now, the only disappointment is that obviously he's doing one pass through with his truck. You can't cover the whole thing, obviously, in one shot like that. So, and we had other places that we wanted to put gravel as well. So we may end up, when we get another load in later, is have them hit through this area here, just to widen this out with gravel and make it a little bit better. But it's all right, you know. I mean, it's we hit this area around that whole turn. We came up through here. And again, that's as wide as he could go. So obviously the outside edge did not get as much. So had him end it here because this gravel up here was the gravel that we put in 2 years ago. And as you can see, it's held up very, very well. Now, there was a comment and was wondering if the person said we hadn't smartened up enough to use the fabric underneath first before we put the gravel down. Now, I was waiting for you, sir, that said that we weren't smart enough to send that check for me to be able to get that fabric, which is very expensive, to my P.O. box. And I kept looking, didn't see that check in there, so I guess we had to go without the fabric. But in reality, and I'm being sarcastic saying that, folks, in reality, we have, through this whole area, it's really only a few inches of topsoil, and then it goes into the clay. And the clay is hard, compact clay. So getting, everything on here, like I said, this gravel through this section of the road, now we got a little bit of a low spot here. A couple buckets of gravel in there, and we're good to go. This section here that we're walking right now was 2/10 of a mile, and we put 100 tons of gravel into that 2/10 of a mile section. This area was a muddy mess, and has it settled in? It sure has. Still holding up very, very well. Gave us an opportunity, obviously, to work on other sections of the road. What we will probably do moving forward, we're going to need at least one more load of gravel into the road, and we will absolutely be doing that at some point this year. And then we'll get a load of gravel staged, and probably next year the game plan would be a couple times a year, maybe grab 2 loads of gravel, have them come in and put the board in so that he can just hit not through the center, but just on the tire tracks itself, just to build it up a little bit more. So then it's, like I said, after we get done everything that we've been working on here with this road, then it just comes down to maintenance. That's what it comes down to. Now, once we get around the corner up here, you're going to see where the next area of the gravel went, and I'll explain again over in this area of why this area was important to put a decent amount of gravel over here. But like I said, it's been, if you've been watching these videos, folks, this has been a 2-year process to get us where we're at with the road at this point. So it has been a tremendous amount of work. And we having Danny take care of things for us has been huge. Okay, so the next part of the gravel started here, okay? And we had him lay it in here heavy, and there was a purpose for that. Because of the spring box, the water travels across the road. And so I wanted to get the stone in here heavy to build this back up in this area. Now you can see in the center here, what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to take the rake out of the center part and pull that over. So we have the center part here, and I'm going to need to pull that over. Okay, so This little spot here obviously is going to need some few buckets of gravel as well. And but so we had him hit this section here. So we're trying to patch up where it really needed it the most with this load of gravel. So now we're going to continue to walk down here, and I'll show you where the other area that we hit. Now, everything that you've seen so far and what we've done up here, 25 tons of gravel, folks. You know, you would think that that's a tremendous amount, but man, it goes fast. Now these spots here, like here, that's going to need a couple of buckets of gravel. Now I still have some gravel staged, so I can still do some of this patchwork. Just a matter of getting it loaded up in the four-wheeler and the trailer, and bringing the buckets back here and work on, you know, getting like the spot here. You know, not a big deal. This little spot here, 3, maybe 4 buckets of gravel, and that'll be fine. So it's like I said, again, at that point moving forward, it's just maintenance. Again, same thing up here. This whole area here would take a little bit more, but again, once you patch it up, then you're going to be good for quite a while, and not really have to worry about it. So all of it, like I said, again, it's all a process. And again, this would be a spot in this, through this area there, that we would be like, okay. Oh, see, she saw a squirrel. You see that? I don't know if you guys saw that. Don't go chasing the squirrel. Come on. Come on, baby. So, but stay here, good girl. Yeah, this squirrel's smarter than you are when it comes to getting away. But this section here is doing really well. If you remember, let's see, is this the spot? I'm trying to remember where that tree came down. Maybe it was back there. But this section was pretty muddy before, until we put more gravel in here. I think it was back there. Come on, girl. Good girl. So, and then we had added gravel into this area up here this year as well. And this was an area up here that had, there was a lot of water through this area as well. So, and again, this is an area where we had them box it so that the gravel primarily went into the tracks and not into the center. You can see some gravel's in the center, but the majority of that gravel in here went right into the tracks. So, or maybe it didn't, I don't know, because it looks like full coverage through here. But anyway, you know, like I said, it's all a work in progress. And you can see like that stone there. Now that the gravel's there, the stone is still there, but it's higher up now. You know, it's easier to drive because of the gravel built up around it. Same with that one there. You know, and then you have these big rocks on the sides all through here. So it's, like I said, guys, it is a process. It's taken a tremendous amount of work. So this lane into the property is very, very peaceful. As you can see, lots of neighbors. Nobody around, which I love that. The trail in here is not mine, but we have an easement that we are allowed to do any repairs on the road that we see fit, and you know, taking care of it like that. And since I'm pretty much the only person living here full time, other than Steve, you know, it's kind of my responsibility, because if I want to have a decent road in, then we got to take care of it. Again, without the group, folks, and I've said this before, and I will say it over and over again, we would not be anywhere near where we are right now if it wasn't for the group. So, especially with this road, Tremendous amount of money has been poured into this road, but again, you know, you get a couple inches under the topsoil and it's hard packed clay, so this stone will sit down. So anyway, this is the area here where we had him hit as well, coming up around here and tying in with what we had in this area over here. So we're gonna just kind of probably I would say to about here. So that stretch there got more stone in it there, and so that was what happened there. Little water now in there, not a whole lot. We did have a little bit of rain. This was really dry before. Still, you can see no water's really flowing. But anyway, it was bone dry before, but we did have a little bit of rain. Now, again, all this gravel on the outside here, guys, that's just where that gravel was staged when we had the job done for the culvert. So the game plan is going to be to get a lot of this gravel out of here and get it into the road. So when he came around here, he dumped the rest of that gravel up into this area up here. And so you can see that. So what we'll end up doing, and it just goes to that point there. So a lot of this gravel here will go into this section of the road. And when we get another load of gravel down the road here, we will start from that spot there and we will work our way out, adding another layer of gravel onto things. So that's kind of the game plan. We're going to just stick with it, continue to get things squared away. But I thought I would share this with you, especially there's somebody in the comments that absolutely loves the road videos. So I want to make sure he was able to see another road video. But again, good completion on this. Really, really happy. This will pack in really nicely, you know, over time, because it obviously just went in here. So with me driving in and out here quite a bit, you know, it's going to definitely pack down and we'll be just fine. And Danny did run over all this with the, you know, with the dump truck as well. So that definitely helped also. But yeah, good progress. Things are going well. And the last video that you saw stopped abruptly because I forgot to delete the old videos that I had on the camera, and so the camera roll was full and it just shuts off when it's full. So the other one is uploading actually as we speak, and the other ones I've now deleted off of here. So but that's kind of how that goes. Oh, so I was going to show you guys this here. Like on our way in, you can see this whole area, all the blackberries, right? Lots of blackberries through this whole area here. You got some of them ripening up pretty good here. So again, another food source, which is very important in the big scheme of things. A lot of people don't think about that, but it is really, really important. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here from now. There's more right over there. But we have a lot of wild edibles in the area, which is good. When that time comes, we're going to need every source of food that we could possibly get. And so that's a huge source of food right there. So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off. Remember, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we figure that one out, we're definitely going to be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? Good girl. Have a great day, everybody, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.